You're doing it, man. You're doing it real big right now.
I'm trying. I'm trying to do it.
Is it weird, like, because so many people probably do love Always Sunny and
Sure.
do think of you as a McPoyle, which, I mean, how'd you describe it? A milk drinking freak?
I mean, you wear robes and drink milk, but you are. Does it get funny for you where you're like, that's, people think of you as this weird character, but you prefer the theater. You're classically trained, because we've had Glenn in here a couple times, and he's in a similar boat. Where
Juilliard trained.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Does that strike you as odd, or do you wish it was another way around, or do you like that?
Do I like that I'm considered to be a bit weird?
Yeah.
I certainly don't have a problem with it, and I love when I'm proud of the work I do as weird guys.
Fucking should be.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
And I throw my whole back into making Liam McPoyle one of the most disturbing and yet hilarious and yet human characters you can possibly see. So I'm glad it lands.
As you can be when you're like showering and potentially having sex with your brother.
As subhuman is
That's
what
very
really
human.
what it is.
Thank you. It's chud-like.
But I don't know why I think there's always a little bit of a stigma or whatever you want, reputation, something surrounding comedy versus drama, where why is it, considered maybe not as revered if you're capturing weirdness and creepiness versus some like dramatic character, you know what I mean? To me, it's all acting, and you're crushing both of them. So why is it not? Why is there maybe just a different reputation when it's a silly character versus a dramatic one?
That sounds like two sides fighting when they don't need to fight.
Right.
It's like
It can
LA
all
and
be
New
good.
York hating each other. I'm like, just everybody, you guys are different.
Yeah,
it's fine.
right.
New York's LA, but drunk.
and pale and kind of ugly. You're the pretty, like, soberer version of us. But
and LA is New York, but with just really full fabricated lips applied by a doctor. But it's I think the craft of comedy is exceedingly difficult, and the thing with comedy is it doesn't look as difficult as it is.
Right. Because it's fun, and it's laughing.
And you just made me laugh. Things make me laugh.
Right.
Things don't also always make me look at myself and introspect and have a
Right.
moment. But the craft of comedy is just as hard as drama. And so, the slow play of my career, it wasn't necessarily planned, but I'm really comfortable with the slow play.
Yeah.
And so with a slow play and acceptance of that comes lowered expectations. And lowered expectations
That's
make
the
a
fucking
life
game right
so
here.
nice, right?
Keep the bar on the floor, man.
On the floor. Sometimes dig a hole in the floor and let it get into the dirt. So, the fact that people were letting me do weird shit for them was a blessing. It was never like, yeah, but when are people going to let me be the romantic lead?
Right.
Because I wasn't anything in my own mind. I was just like, well, it's a craft. It's the craft of acting. And what the craft of acting allowed me to do initially was play a lot of weird guys. So I was like, that's my thing.
So, but is there like a reason? Are you a weird guy?
No.
At some point, are you like, wait a minute?
The funny thing is, it's just I'm simple and shy. That's me in general. But I think the weirdness came. I was actually telling someone this story recently. So I lived with Charlie Day.
I mean that's where the weirdness came from. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. So we were living together
Multiple
in New
times,
York City.
yes?
Yeah, and we lived together in New York after theater camp. And then we couldn't get hired for anything. We both had like little agents, but nothing was happening. So we'd make videos for each other. And we'd make these weird sketches. It was pre-YouTube, so we didn't show anyone but our friends and ourselves, and we'd watch them repeatedly because we got to act. And it was in-camera editing. Nobody had a computer. We were too broke for computers, so I'd hold the camera, okay, say a line, and he'd follow up with, now you say a line, and that was the story. And I really quickly realized, okay, I'm never going to be as funny as Charlie Day is with this kind of hyper-explosive sense of comedy where he nails everything and it's huge and so it just makes you cry laughing. And so watching these videos of myself, I was like, what do I do? I'm not that funny guy.
Well, don't sell yourself short, but I get what you're saying.
Just being honest. And then I started seeing, okay, well, what if I play kind of the subtler, more off-putting. My comedy will be in my stare.
Off-putting is a great
Yes.
word for
Yes,
it.
yes.
That stare is weird.
Yeah, man, right? And so we started seeing that worked, and obviously he is one of the creators of Sunny, and he's like, I think I want to get you to do one of your weird characters for the show. And I'm like, bring it. And it just became something I was pretty comfortable with. So
Yeah.
I don't take offense to the fact, because truly it's so not me that it's performance. So when someone
Right.
says, yo, McPoyle, I'm like, I nailed that.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
it's
know?
like I've convinced you that is me by doing
Exactly.
such a great performance.
Exactly. I wish they didn't recognize me so quickly and across streets. Like, hey,
McPoyle!
McPoyle, I'm wearing a suit. I don't have a fake unibrow on.
I'm not drinking
God damn
milk.
it.
I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,